Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? Welcome to Beyond You. On the first episode, we talk about family, a little bit about our unconscious loyalty to family and our patterns. Today, we're going to talk about a very important subject, and I think every single therapy, psychology will take it on, which is childhood. So, eventually, childhood is when we as humans were our most authentic self and our most vulnerable, correct? From a physiognomy perspective, usually, the top of our head is very soft when we're babies and it's keep being soft. Eventually, it hardens till we reach to 7 years old. From a spiritual perspective, this is our crown chakra. And when we're young, and we're child, right? What happens is that we absorb mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and even spiritually. Okay, the first 7 years of our life are really important because it's going to shape who we are, our belief system, our personality, and at the same time can shape our mask, our shadows, our fears. So, what is important when we touch the subject of childhood is to understand that everything happened for a good reason. And sometimes, even situations that we don't like, they were there for us to experience difficult parts of our life so we can finally, when we are ready, seeing them as adult and then change the meaning of it. So usually when we talk about childhood, a lot of therapists and psychologists, right, they like to talk about our parents, our school, our friends, etc. And that's a good way of understanding where our trauma come from, right? Some of it we can see them, some of it we cannot see them. In my case, I'm always being the caretaker of my family, of my friends, and I know it's very similar to the story of the first episode about family, where I talk about me being the savior, right? It goes very much aligned, but in my case, I took this role of being the caretaker from a very early age because at the age of 7, I was sexually abused. Just to give a bit more context, it wasn't much like an actual sexual abuse, but I was touched and I was asked to touch. Eventually, I didn't know what was going on. In a way, could be said that it was consensual, although I was still a kid, not knowing what I want. And it happened for several years, okay, till I was the age of 10, 11, till circumstances in life made me and my family moved from where we used to live. What is important is that this person was the best friend of my mother. And what was the message around this encounter, right? Is that a person who my mom used to invite to our dinner table, to our home, was eventually uh, asking me to touch, or I was being touched by that person by being just a little boy. Um, Now, where the pattern comes from is that by me not telling my mom what was happening, because as a child, there is only two things that we want from our mother or our family, and is to be loved and to be protected. So by me not telling my mom what was happening, I knew that that would have destroyed her because was her best friend. So by me not doing that, I took the role of the caretaker, which, funny enough, I carry that role to my mom, to my own mother, to my siblings, which I'm the oldest, by the way, and to all my friends till date. And it goes pretty much aligned also with my behavior being in relationship. So that caretaker role was me all the time taking care of others instead of taking care of me, putting the priority on others instead of me, saying yes to others, but not to myself. So it was funny that when this pattern came to life and I had to encounter my shadow, there were several days where my body reacted because I knew that that was there, but I decided to bear it on the back of my brain in my subconscious. And that's okay because our brain, it the only function is to keep us safe. So it will delete, suppress anything that can hurt us. So, but when that experience came to light, it took several days to be integrated, body wise or even mentally. But when it was over, I understood that my only purpose is to be back who I was when I was 7 years old, which was just this authentic, vulnerable little boy. And my main priority was to first take care of myself. And this is how the adult that I am today decided to rephrase that difficult or challenging story into a beautiful one that helped me, okay, to right now being absolutely myself. And by taking good care of me, allow me to be fully recharged to take care of the other. So, childhood is a very important subject, and I know that it can bring beautiful and also challenging memories. But our main purpose, okay, is to grow from it. And we need to see what hurt us in order to translate it into a better version. This is beyond you. I really hope you enjoy this episode. I hope that you feel reflected and this touch that little boy of you because it's screaming for you to see it, to work on it, to embrace it, to hug him or hug her. Okay? Because you need to be your authentic self. You need to allow anything, any experience that it passed to be rephrased into a better version of yourself. Stay tuned for the third episode where we're going to talk about mirroring. Very important subject where you can eventually get more clarity about yourself towards others because every single person in your life is a great mirror of you. Hope you like this episode. This is Beyond You, made with a lot of love in order to touch that inner child of you. Embrace it, hug it. I send you big kisses and a lot of love, guys.